Welcome back to Check Game Sports. I'm here with your boy Alvin Williams,
I'm here with your boy Terrance A. Smith.
we're here to discuss basketball topics this week, man. We wanted to start out by remembering the fallen soldier Rodney Rogers, man. He was a hell of a player. I was really a fan of him because I'm left-handed. He really had some game. He won a six-man award in '99-2000 season. He was part of that Nets run that went to the championship. He played with the Clippers. He even had a nice stint out here with the Suns. He played he averaged 15 and 5 out here with the Suns. So I just wanted to give him a shout out and rest in peace to him and his family. Send out my condolences to his family and pass it over to you, Al.
No doubt, man. Condolences to his family. I didn't know Rodney Rogers personally, but I got a chance to play against him, man. I was a big fan of him in West Virginia. Um,
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest, yeah, man. And he was running at ACC and big body, strong, like you said, left-handed, athletic. Like and you talk about players in different generations. He's one of those players that could play in any generation, especially today. Spacing the floor out, being able to post up, create his own shot, athletic, like I said, man. So that was the highlight of his career. They say I didn't get a chance I didn't know him personally, but man, condolences. I know he had a horrific accident, after his playing career. So man, tough life at the point, man. So my love and my thoughts go out to his family, and rest in peace, big fella.
Rest in peace, big fella. We wanted to get into talking about Detroit. And I see them out there balling, and I got to acknowledge, I talk about Cade and his turnovers, right? Because I say that in the positive light, hoping that it picks him up because he's a great player. And if he cut down on those turnovers, I'm sure he's going to be even better, and it's going to transition into winning. But he's averaging 27, 5, 9, damn near 10 assists, 1 steal, and damn near 4 turnovers. So I got to address that, Al, that he damn near averaging 4 turnovers. Also, you got a Durham. He averaging 20, 11, 2 steals, and 2 apples too. So they gotta cut down the turnovers a bit for me. But I tell you, they are winning. They got a nice winning record. They second. They first in the East. Raptors are second in the East. But that's how I'm feeling about Detroit right now. What you got, man?
You are an old school John Chaney, cut from his cloth with these turnovers. But you're right. It's critical. And if you go back even to the playoffs last year, Cade Cunningham's first appearance in the playoffs, he was turning it over, man. It was, the game is much different. So you always want to just start preparing yourselves for that moment when those games really start being meaningful. But again, I know we talked about Detroit before, but they are a phenomenal team. They're turning the corner quicker than I think people expected. They have people coming in. We mentioned before when they won those 2 games a few weeks ago, and they have 4 of their starters out. They have 4 of their starters out. They have people from the G League and two-way players and people off the bench coming in and filling that role. So, I had a conversation with the assistant coach, Jared Jack, and I know Cade is learning a lot from him because he was a great point guard. We had a homeboy family, Pooh Allen there is another point guard. So I know he's learning a lot
Shout
from
out to
those guys. So he's on the right path, man. He's going to probably be an all NBA player this year, running for MVP if they continue to win because he's phenomenal. And shout out to him. He just got his own signature shoe by Nike. So he's turning heads and people will start recognizing his greatness. And again, man, yeah, you're right. And he'll get better. He'll continue to get better at that point guard spot. But he's the head of that snake at Detroit Pistons, man. That's a team to watch out for this year.
I'm gonna back up a bit. Is this his 3rd year, Al?
No, this is 5th year.
5th year. All right. Well, then he's probably.
This is 5th year.
Remember, me and you talked about that 3rd year pop. So maybe I was expecting it a little earlier than what he's bringing it right now. But he's on point. So we talked about Cade and Durham. I want to talk about Maxey, right? Because
hold on, real quick. I'm sorry, Fats, real quick. Not talking about Durham. It's going to be interesting with Detroit because he was eligible to sign an extension from his rookie contract, and Detroit opted not to sign him to an extension. Now, I understand the CBA is complex now. You got the aprons and all that stuff, but he's playing high level basketball, so he's potentially gonna break the bank next year, and Detroit's gonna have to make some decisions with Jalen Duren next year if he continues to play at this rate and they continue having that success. My fault. I just wanted to throw that in there.
No, I'm glad you did that because I also wanted to mention that Detroit winning, they got about 8 or 9 guys that's averaging double digits. I also wanted to note that. I wanted to put that in there that Detroit got 8 or 9 players averaging 10 points or more a game. So that winning strategy looks pretty good on them. So we wanted to talk about Maxey, and we from Philly, so they put his numbers up next to Wilt Chamberlain. They put his numbers up next to Allen Iverson. And I can see he's got a turbo button in him. He's trying. I haven't seen him do it for an entire season, but I'm excited for him because he looks like he can score. But averaging 33 points right now, and he's laying it up. I think he shoot too many threes. He's a good shooter, but do you think he headed towards the MVP run, Al?
It's all going to be predicated on the team's success. Where they are now, they may be like 8th in the East. And then when Big Fella comes back, if he comes back, and you got Paul George, if he comes back, you just don't know. But Tyrese Maxey, man, he's been showing improvement since he came into the NBA. And we know that. Like you said, we from Philly, so we've seen his greatness, we've seen his development. And I'll be remiss if I didn't say everyone loves this young man, his work ethic, his attitude coming into a room. They say he lights up the room. He lights up a practice facility. He encourages the player. I think he's growing into that leadership role. But I'm with you, man. Like I love the comparisons with him. You talking about him and AI now. People are talking about what he's doing. I watched earlier against Milwaukee when he went and had 54 points in the game, man, right after losing to Toronto Raptors the night prior. So this is a game. He's a game changer. He changes the pace of the game. He changes the speed of the game. He changes the complexity of the game, dog. So he's one of those guys, without even throwing his numbers up there, everybody knows Tyrese Maxey. He's in that top 10 players category. He's going to be another probably all NBA player this year, but it's all going to be predicated on his team's success. So, but Maxey's he's that guy. He, as they used to say, he's him. He's definitely him.
Well, I wanted to note that he's averaging 40 minutes a game. He's averaging 23 shots a game. He's shooting 46% from the field, which tells us he is making shots. That's a high usage rate though. 40 minutes and 23 shots a game. He is Turbo Tyrese. So maybe that's just where he at with his game. So I'll leave that there. We also wanted to mention Harden was cooking out in LA the other night. We seen him shoot he shot the ball 17 for 26, 10 for 16, 7 assists. He made 10 threes, and he looked nasty out there, and he left-handed, so I like to see him throw it up there every now and then. I see you cooking. I see you.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, Harden, the game is still a game, man. Now, again, Clippers are stinking it up. They've made some decisions that you got you scratching your head. You bring in Bradley Beal, and you're like, all right, is he going to be the answer? But you get rid of a Norm Powell. You get rid of Norm Powell. You see what Norm Powell's doing over there.
Not to change subject, he's balling.
He's balling, man.
Let's put him out there. So he's balling. Yeah.
So, but you see it. The eyes see. Last year they say he got snubbed from the All-Star game. So he's been developing. So it's like, all right, you made that decision to move forward without him and go in a different route. But now you're still putting the older players in that position where they got to carry the weight. James Harden shouldn't have to be scoring 55 and playing 35 minutes a game and having the ball and the usage rate as much as he has right now, because that you're getting older. You need these young guns to carry the weight, and they had that in Norm Powell. But hey, I wasn't in the locker room. I'm not in those front offices, but it has you scratching your head. But to your point, James Harden was cooking, man. I think he had 27 in the first half, or 35 in the first half. I want to say 25, 35 in the first half. Now they were playing the Charlotte Hornets. They were playing the Charlotte Hornets.
That's right. They was playing the Hornets.
They was playing the Hornets.
Right.
But
that's right.
I don't care if you're playing Sisters of the Poor, man. Like, 55 is 55. So James Harden, shout out to James Harden, man. Shout out to the Beard. And hopefully he gets some help, and hopefully Kawhi Leonard can get healthy, because they've made some good acquisitions. bringing in Brook Lopez and bringing in John Collins and getting their athleticism. So hopefully it can make some noise out there in LA, because now it's just the Lake Show out there in LA.
Well, while we're on this West Coast, I know you wanted to mention the Phoenix Suns is doing a pretty good job out here, and they got about 6-7 players who average double digits too. And Booker, he's getting back into that gear of letting the team be him. I thought they were in a much better spot when he was the leader of everything. I didn't think he needed a Durant. I didn't think he needed a Bill. I think he needs some help, but he needs some good teammates. Not too many stars. You know what I mean? Like. He's a star. He's a star. He's an elite player. He can do it. He can. I don't want to say he reminded me of Kobe, because that's going too far. But the way he was netting it at one time in his career, you could see he was on point for superstar or like bigger things to come. And I want to say that the Durant and the Bill thing didn't work out, and I didn't feel that trade anyway. But they 9-6, and they looking all right, man. They got 8-9 players in double digits. What you got about the Suns, Al?
No, I'm impressed. You know, I'm surprised, but to your point, that I think those days of the big three, what they were trying to create with who we were just talking about? I keep now Dylan Brooks on the team. Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, and then Kevin Durant. All phenomenal players. But that big three era, it doesn't work as much as it did back in the day, because first of all, you need three players that's going to play different styles of basketball. All three of those guys need the basketball in their hand. And today's game with the body movement and the ball movement, that's not their game. They're isolation players. They'll kill you with the ball in their hand, make plays happen. But now, if you see, the offense and the team is evenly distributed with the talent. And you don't have to hold big names. You got Mark Williams, the big. He's playing okay. He's starting to get his feet under him. But you got Villanova kid, Colin Gillespie, playing that point guard position. They were saying last year they needed a point guard. So, and like you said, Dylan Brooks, he's another guy there being physical offensively. He's going to work. He just had a big game against his past game. They just played the Spurs, and he was making some big time shots. And then you got Booker. So they're doing really good, man. It's ironic that they're actually playing Houston coming up. Their next game is Houston. So leaving Kevin Durant and these guys getting better, like it's just like, it's ironic you see that. But shout out to them, because they are playing as a team. They're playing as a unit. We see how long they can sustain it.
Definitely, shout out to the Suns. Well, you know, my team is OKC, and they just been on the tear, and I just want to I got to give them a shout out, man.
Because team is OKC
because SGA is just tearing this league up, and tonight, man, by halftime he had 28. He shot 10 for 11. He just tore up the league so far this year, and they're the best team in the league. And I don't know if they're going for that record for the Bulls, but I know if they get up to 20-1, or they get up to 25-2, 30-3, if they get up like that, man, that's going to be a nice stretch for OKC to do their thing. Meanwhile, SGA is averaging 31 and 6 assists, 1 steal, and 1 turnover. See how important that is? Like he don't turn it over. Harkison averaging 10 boards, and your boy Holgram, he had 19 and 7, right? But that's another team that's got about 7 players averaging double digits. You know what I'm saying? So they spread it, but they know their leader is SGA. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really feeling them and their style of play and the wins. So go ahead, what you got for me, man?
First of all, I got you talking about that's your team and all that. Come on, man. These boys have won the championship. Now you're OKC Thunder.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm up on them. I like what they're doing over there, man.
But no, you got to, man. You got to respect what they're doing. And to your point, one thing, everybody understand that rule. But this stat is crazy, dog. You say he averaged, what, 32? Whatever. You know, he set out 11 of the 18 games, 11 fourth quarters of his 18 games. He don't play in the fourth quarter.
That's crazy.
And he's still getting 30s and doing his number. He's not playing that. This team, after winning the championship, there's no layoff, and they're playing they're not full roster. Like Jalen Williams is he back yet? I don't know if he's back yet. He's coming back, but he set out a handful of games early on. And to me, he's their second best player. But for him not to even be finishing these games, and the way the team is putting on only 1 loss this year, so I'm with you, man. SGA is phenomenal, man. He's a Canadian, so I got love for him being out here in Toronto a bunch. So shout out to them again. And OKC, they're a force to be reckoned with. If they can stay, if they can get healthy and continue moving the way they're moving, it might be going back to back. And it's been a while since there's been a NBA champion that's a back to back champion. So they might can be the first one in many years.
Yeah, shout out to OKC and SGA, and hopefully J Dub get back on the floor because I can't wait to see the Cash Brothers do their thing, man.
I was tripping, man. You know I wouldn't trip.
But man, why you trip?
Hey, Fats.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who be tripping, dog? Guess who tripped this week, man?
Who tripping this week, Black?
You won't believe it.
Who tripping?
Nicholas Claxton from the Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets. He tripped.
Nick Claxton, man. He's coming into his own, man. Well, he's been showing improving, but the Nets just are struggling. But this week against the Boston Celtics, after they played Boston Celtics twice, it was a 2-game series, and hit 18 points, 12 assists, and 11 rebounds at the TD Garden in Boston. So that's a big time performance. And this year, man, he got career highs in assists. His assist numbers are going up. He's averaging about 4.5. He had 12 against Boston, which was a career high in assists. So he's doing a good job. He's just not the shot blocker and the rim runner that we know him to be. He's handling the ball more, showing a little bit more of his perimeter game. So definitely tripped this week with a triple-double against the Boston Celtics, 18, 12, and 11.
He likes to give him a shout out for tripping.
Game time.
Game time. This is our segment where we get into a discussion about the NBA this week. And me and Al have our own conversation. But this week we seen Kenyon Martin and Draymond Green having a beef over the internet. And I just wanted to make this clear to anybody that knows anything about basketball. Draymond Green is the third best power forward all time. Right? So I want to say I'm going to put Tim Duncan above him. I'm going to put Karl Malone in front of him. After that, there's no power forward in Draymond Green league. He's got four homegrown championships, right? He got 4 homegrown championships. He got 112 playoff wins, Al. 112 playoff wins. What I'm trying to say to you is, if this game is about winning, nobody wins like Draymond Green. So all of that chitter-chatter they talking about, they need to cut it out because they don't win like Draymond. They don't affect the game like Draymond. Draymond is the nigga that scare niggas on the court. Like LeBron. Like Draymond had niggas scared of him on the court. This guy's, if they was that tough, it don't translate into winning like Draymond toughness transfers into winning, is my point. Draymond acts tough and Draymond win with that. You can give me all that you want, dog. Draymond third best, and Dennis Rodman after him. You know, Dennis Rodman is the only player that got a higher win percentage than Draymond Green at the power forward. The only other person that win percentage higher than Draymond is Stephen Curry because he's on the same team. But ain't nobody fucking with Draymond, so I don't know what Ken you're talking about, man. He can't fuck with Draymond. He got 4 homegrown championships, dog. You know that Kenyon Martin, he got motherfucking 56 playoff wins. Jason Kidd gave him 20 of those, man. How he arguing with Draymond Green, dog? Draymond got 112, and I'm going to stick with that, and I'm going to stay with that until somebody can match me with that. There ain't no other player that's fucking with Draymond at that power forward. Now, you can give me what you got to give me, and I'm going to sit here and listen to you because you listen to me. Let me hear that.
I just, we're cousins. And I love you. But stay off the drugs. Stay off the drugs, man. I don't know what's over there. I don't know what it is. Now, with that being said, I don't think Draymond Green mother believe he's the third best power forward in NBA history. And I'm gonna leave it at that. We gonna have this conversation, but I just want to make sure that you all right over there, dog. I just want to make sure, because this is coming out of nowhere. This is coming out of left field. You got beautiful stats. You got the beautiful, You know what I mean? You bringing the credibility with your numbers and stuff, but when your eyes, my eyes, they tell me there's a lot of other power forwards that are better than Draymond Green. Now, Draymond
Mm-mm.
Green is a hell of a player, defensive player, undersized, do it all type of guy. Even in Michigan State, I respected his game, but he's not nowhere. He's no,
See,
no.
see, you and the rest of these guys are looking for a specific thing Draymond's good at. Draymond, like mayonnaise, he cover everything. He covered the point guard, the two guard, the three, the four, the five, the coach, the ref. He covered everything.
But
Y'all looking for
everybody don't like mayonnaise.
Yeah, well, everybody don't like Draymond either. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But he
Right.
covers everything. So you're looking for him to be good at one thing. He's just real good at everything. Al, he get the board, he push it, he pass it, he chump, he punk. Come on, dog.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with all that.
It translates into winning. 112 playoff wins. You got to give him some respect with that, Al.
I give him all the respect.
He got 4 homegrown championships, not the chase chip. I don't want to get into these other players that got them chase chips. We can mention that if you want to get into that. But Draymond got him homegrown, like Giannis, homegrown. Dirk, homegrown. I got to put them Jones a little higher than the rest of these guys that go chase for a Jones. Now tell me where you at with that, Al.
That's it. I mean, we gonna finish this. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you in these streets,
Okay.
and we gonna talk about these things because you got some things you want to get off your chest. Shout out to Draymond Green. Shout out to his career. Shout out to him being a second round player. Shout out to him being an all defensive guy, all star, Olympian. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's not top 3 power forwards of all time.
He is, Al.
All right. Well, thanks.
Unfortunately, right, where I'm going to take you right here is he arguing with a number 1 pick. Oh, well, Kenya was number 4 or was he number 1?
Don't do it.
I understand. What pick was Kenya?
He was number 1 coming out of Cincinnati.
Come on, man. So you expected him to do something. Draymond
He did do something. Fat, don't do that.
What did he do? What did he do? Tell me. Jason Kidd to give you 20 games blindfolded. What did he do, Al? It don't translate into winning. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Draymond was a 35th pick, and nobody expected that from Draymond. Al, you know how hard it is to get 1 championship? Draymond Green got 4 of them. We could cut that after that. We could cut that after that, dog. Yeah, because Draymond got 4 of them. He ain't got 1 or 2, 4 of them.
Hey, Fast, this day in sports, man. I'm gonna take it home. I'm gonna take it home in Philadelphia. November 24th, Wilt Chamberlain against the Boston Celtics had a career high 55 rebounds.
Damn.
Playing for the Philadelphia Warriors. And guess where he did it at?
Where?
The Philadelphia Civic Center. A legendary place in Philly. You know, us being from Philly, so that's close to heart. That's home base. So, yeah, Wilt Chamberlain, 55 rebounds. Damn. Hey.
That is a crazy feat. 55 boards. Also on this day in sports, Jim Brown. He set an NFL record for rushing with 237 yards in 1 game, and it was a big monument because he, it was at that time it was in the country. So for him to do it as a young black man, that was real exciting. And shout out to Jim Brown. Proud of him for that, man.
No doubt. We always gotta get his history, man. Where we gotta know where we came from with all this.
No doubt, no doubt. Check Mel at Check Game. This is a segment where we check out Mel and we kind of give our fans a highlighted segment. They got a few questions, and this week in our Mel, somebody asked me yesterday to be exact. They said, "What was our thoughts on Ja Morant and Klay Thompson having their little spat after the game?" And I wanted to pass it to you before I put my 2 cents in on it.
Hey, man, Klay Thompson's just an ornery old man right now. I feel bad for Klay Thompson, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Klay Thompson thought he was coming over to Dallas to play with Luka Doncic, get some easy looks. They trade Luka Doncic. They end up benching Klay Thompson. He really can't get the burn. I'm sure he's upset. He can't really move. I mean, he's at that point of his career now where he's not the same player. So, but it's not a big deal, man. Both of these guys, they go back. Memphis and Golden State, they done had some games. playoff games and play-in games, and they had their little clashes. But Ja Morant's a young fella, and Klay Thompson, man, he's one of those old heads that's not going to stand for no disrespect. But at the same time, man, I think he's just a little disgruntled with his entire situation there in Dallas, because that ain't what he signed up for when he decided to leave Golden State and go to Dallas.
Well, he dating Megan Thee Stallion right now, so I don't feel too sorry for him at all. John Morant is out of pocket trying to talk to a 4-time champ. It's the same thing I had to tell you about Draymond earlier in our segments about these guys that can't get a win and want to talk to people that know how to win. So, John Morant, get your weight up, not your hate up, man, because the way you looking right now, you look like a hater, man. You know what I mean? He dating Megan Thee Stallion. He got a couple chips, his paper right, and you over there just sideline. Hey, you ain't even in the game. You know what I mean? You ain't even in the game, John Morant, and you trying to start friction with my man John. Excuse me, with Klay Thompson. So I think it's a bit disrespectful. You know what I mean? Klay's a veteran. He's an old man. You know what? John Morant, he's not going to like it when a young boy do this to him. And hopefully he got a chip or two to match it. You know what I mean? Hopefully he got a championship or something too to match it. You know what I mean?
You know it's gonna happen when them young boys when it's time to disrespect, they gonna disrespect.
I wonder how you gonna take it. When it's his turn to get disrespect. Yeah, I want to see how he react when that happens to him. Out. Hey yo, so that's Check Mel, man. It's always fun doing this with you. I want to say to our subscribers and our viewers and our audience, please subscribe. Please put a like, any comment. We appreciate anything y'all do for us, and we just kind of trying to stay one foot in front of the other and keep going forward. So thanks for all the support that y'all been showing us already. What you got, Al?
Same thing. I echo your praise, man.
Well, let's have a good night. Nice having y'all. Peace, man. Catch you soon.